Okay, so sadly iOS 16 on my iPhone 13 Pro Max has made text-to-speech in Apple Books broken. It doesn't work anymore. Fortunately though, it still works on the iPad Air 4 with iOS 15. So I'm not sure I will update to iOS 16, iPadOS 16 when it's available for the iPad, because I need the text-to-speech to work in Apple Books. Let me show you how it's broken. So if we go into Apple Books, here we have the brand new Apple Books app. I will do another video about that app later, but I don't like this app either actually. This update is not as good as it's on iOS 15 or iPadOS 15. So I don't like the new Apple Books version either. But let's see here. With text-to-speech you use the built-in voiceover feature on your iPhone or iPad. So when I do this, the text-to-speech starts. But as you can see, no tracking of where you are or anything. It doesn't turn the pages and you don't see where you are, and sometimes it just do skipping of the text and jump backwards and forwards in the text and a lot more terrible things. As you can see, it doesn't work. It just are all over the place when reading books now. And very bad update. As you can see, it doesn't turn the page or anything. So I need to have some markup where I am when using text-to-speech and so on. This is much useful because I can read books a lot faster and a lot easier. So I read a lot more books, about 50 books every year, using this technique. But as you saw, it doesn't work, sadly. So if I use the same technology on my iPad instead, let me show you. It works perfectly fine on my iPad now. So if I go for example here and start the text-to-speech, as you can see, it markups the text where I am in the book while reading. As you can see, it works perfectly fine, totally in sync with the text. So you can easily see where you are in the text while it reads it for you. This is so awesome because Apple uses neural engine voices that learns the more you use them. So it will be more natural the more you use these voices. That's so good with Apple's text-to-speech engine with neural voices. As you saw, it turned the pages for you and all that. This works great on the iPad with iPadOS 15. And it also works on the iPhone when I had iPhone 15. So that's not good at all. I don't like that. If we go into settings of the text-to-speech settings, accessibility, as you see there, and we go into spoken content. Here we have speak screen turned on exactly as it should be. Swipe down with 2 fingers from the top to the screen to hear the content of the screen. And here, highlight content. It doesn't matter if I take sentences, words or whatever. It doesn't sync with the text and it's not working simply. It's terrible now with iOS 16. Not good at all. And also, I thought it should be better if I updated to the brand new version of the iOS 16, recently released, as you can see here, iOS 16.0.2. But that didn't help either. No difference. So it's still some bugs with Apple Books and text-to-speech. And I think Apple need to make this right again, because it worked so good earlier, as you saw on my iPad. Now it doesn't work at all. And I don't know why Apple didn't see this when having a lot of beta version of iOS 16 earlier before releasing it. It's terrible that they don't see stuff like this. Maybe it's because normally it's other people that uses accessibility features that needs this feature to work. Blind people, for example, and not people like me that see perfectly fine but uses this to read more and faster. So maybe the blind people doesn't beta test iOS 16, I don't know, but this bug is annoying and I hope Apple will fix it soon.